morning, my little dumpster fire babies. How is everyone doing this morning? I hope that your day is off to a wonderful, fantastic start. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Carrington. Even if this is not your first time here, been here a time or two, but you have not yet hit that subscribe button or click the little bell, I absolutely invite you to do so. Don't forget, if you enjoy this type of content, if you enjoy this video, to definitely give this video a thumbs up. And let's go ahead and dive on into today's video, which is going to be testing out some new makeup. I got some new stuff that I kind of want to try, maybe more than kind of, but there's not a ton. So I had placed an order. I had gotten some stuff off of Ulta. So one of the first things I got is this from Juvia's place. It's the coffee shop palette. Okay, it looks like a really good, cool toned palette, maybe a couple of like warm tones, but not a ton. It's mostly like leaning cool. I'm here for that. We also have from the coffee shop a gloss, and we have a lip liner that we have not tried yet. And then also from Ulta, I purchased the Muppets, and I kind of want to use this gold, the Super Shot Gold. This is in, wait a minute, why does this look weird? It's in Waka Waka Fozzie, you know, like that. Okay. Like that whole thing. I think that would be pretty, just because like when I look at this, I don't really see a lot of like really light colors, and I personally want something really light on my lids. So if you guys are excited to see what I think of these products, how I would rank them, what look we create, then definitely keep on watching. So I want to start off, I want to do something cool, I think. Okay, let's start with the shade. Let's start with this one right here, and let's try like setting the eyelids with this shade. It's like a really nice, just kind of like cream shade. All right, so then has a little bit of kick up in the pan. It's not a lot, and I was also like really stabbing it in there. I want to start off with, let's try this shade right here, see what kind of pigment we get with it. So again, this palette doesn't really have a lot of kick up in it. I really dug into the shade, so I don't know if that was like a bad choice, and like now it's gonna be oh, okay, no, it's not like overly pigmented. At least this shade isn't. Actually, let me see if I can zoom you in. Okay, hi, hello, hi Lee, hi. Okay, so we're just gonna go back into that shade. It doesn't really provide like a ton of pigmentation, but it is a pretty good transition shade. You do really need to coat your brush. Again though, like there was like no, like zip zilch zero, like kick up, except for when I was like really going ham and digging in there. So if you don't like kick up, that's a good shade. That's a good shade. The next shade I want to go into is going to be this one right here. It's a little bit more of like a grayish brown. I think that'll tie in nicely. Again, not a lot of kick up with this shade. I did dig into it like I did the first shade, which may have been a mistake because this is definitely a lot more pigmented than the first one. So I don't think I'm really gonna have to build this shade up a whole lot. But yeah, okay. And for the outer corner, I'm gonna go into this shade right next to it. It's just a little bit deeper of a shade, but still really nice and cool toned. I'm not sure how well that that Super Shock will go with this, considering this is very cool and the gold is very warm. So maybe contrasting might work, you know? Sometimes contrasting shades are a decent thing, you know, maybe. So now we're gonna go on into this Muppets Waka Waka shade. Maybe I'm gonna swatch this first. Let's just swatch this and see how it goes. If not, there we go. There are some options in the palette, but I'm not like the biggest fan. Okay, let's just try it, because we can always go over it with something else if we don't like it. Okay. Okay, well, this isn't bad. This is not bad. Definitely one that you will need like if you want something intense and metallic, that you will need to build up some. But it's not the end of the world. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. Hello. Hi. Alright, so I'm now ready to dive on into the lower lash line. So, let's see. What do I want to do on the lower lash line? I could do the same thing, but I think I want to switch it up just a little. Just try more shades. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here. Just right smack dab in the middle. It's not even in the middle, but like, whatever. It's gonna be this. I think I'm gonna make the under eye just like a little bit warmer. We'll see though. We'll see how this goes. Okay, next up I want to go into, let's do this shade right here. It kind of seems like a reddish brown. That shade does have some kick up, whereas the other one did not. Oh baby, come back. Next, let's go into this shade right here. It looks very like these two look very similar. Truthfully, I feel like we could have just done with one and not necessarily the other. I don't know, but what do I know? Okay. I think for my inner corner, I want to go into this shade right here, which is what we use to set the lid. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. We can always put a glitter on top. Not, and then just kind of, how does that look? Maybe I do like that. I like that more than I thought I would. Not much of a white on like the inner corner kind of person, or a matte on the inner corner kind of person, but I really like that. I think that looks pretty good. Baby, come back. Oh, okay. All right, okay. So next up, which is one of the last steps, are going to be this lip combo. So we have first the lip liner in the shade, I think this is chocolate, but maybe I'm wrong. I am wrong. It's Coffee Bean. It's Coffee Bean. So I'm going to line my lips. So I kind of filled them in slightly thickly. Okay, and I'm going to fill them in. This is the lip gloss in Macchiato, both from the coffee shop collection. That's not bad. I think that's a cute lip combo. You know, I think it goes. That's all I'm hoping for, is just that it goes, and I think it does. So this is the completed and final look, testing out some new products. Not a ton, but we definitely have some that we've tried out. So let's go ahead, let's dive on into my final thoughts with a very short, but also it's still a Alright, so we're going to rank the products from my least favorite to my most favorite with an explanation as to why they are what they are. Coming in last place is going to be the Super Shock Shadow. One, this is a really pretty color. First and foremost, I didn't hate any of these. Okay, so let me just like preface this by saying I didn't hate any of these. The reason for me is not because it's bad quality. Like, this is like a really pretty shade. It does take some building up, like as you can tell. It's definitely like a more of like that ultra glitter that builds up over time. So number one, this is more buildable than I would like for it to be, but that's fine. But also, I just don't reach into single things. I don't reach into single shadows all that much. And I have like a whole drawer full of like Super Shocks and other type of products that are like this, you know, that are singles. And I literally just never reach into it, like ever. I don't know. It's just a me thing. If you really like Super Shock shadows, this is a great shade. It's a really pretty gold. Next up is going to be this lip gloss. I think it is so beautiful. I think it paired really well with the lip liner. Again, I'm just not a huge gloss person. Like, you're not going to catch me very often in real life walking around with like a lip combo like this. Generally, I'm going for like a liquid lipstick I may place a gloss on top of the liquid lipstick if it's super uncomfortable, but again, it has to be super uncomfortable. I'm just not a gloss person. It's like a texture thing for me. Like, they feel good on the lips, but like if I'm putting on a mask and it sticks to the mask, I cannot handle myself. I cannot handle it. It's too much. I just can't stand it. So I'm just not much of a gloss person. I'm mostly going for liquid lipstick, but if you are a gloss person, this is a beautiful, beautiful gloss. Next up is going to be this lip liner. These are really nice creamy lip liners. I do appreciate that you can just roll it up. There are a couple of like negatives with this. Number one is it doesn't come with a sharpener on these. Yeah, I don't think so. No, I've been trying just to be like, maybe this little tip, but no. There is no like sharpener on it, so you'd have to go to like another lip liner that does have one so you could sharpen it more to a point, because this is my first time using it and it's already pretty flat. So, you know, just for me, I just am not. And coming in first place is going to be this palette. This is a cute little palette. I will say there are some inconsistencies with the palette. Just kind of like the first shade that we went into, which was, what shade was it? It was this shade. This shade right here. I really had to go in and really coat my brush with it. But then the second one, I coated it the same as I did the first one. And I had to do a couple coats, like a couple layers. I think it was like 2 or 3 of really coating my brush and putting it on. But with this one, I probably didn't need to go in that deep, and I only needed to put it on one time. So in terms of the mattes, this palette does not have a lot of kick up. It does have a little bit here and there. This is definitely going to be more of like a buildable palette. And then just like the matte and like how pigmented they are, there's kind of some inconsistencies, but for the most part, this is really pretty. I have not used any of their shimmer shades. Okay, this shade right here feels really dry and hard pressed, but this one right here is really nice and smooth. So again, that's just what I'm talking about, the inconsistencies. Because again, even when I put this on, like the first one that I said was really dry, it just isn't as sparkly and shimmery as this one. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you all enjoyed testing out some new makeup. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you guys will give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget, if you guys have not hit that subscribe button or click the little bell, and you love it when people test new makeup, kind of give their honest thoughts, because I will always be honest with my reviews, then definitely make sure you guys have subscribed, click the little bell. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.